Hi everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Days Podcast along with a new video. I want to thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, viewing, listening, and watching, and just being here. I truly agree. I truly appreciate it, and we will definitely be talking about more. And there are exclusives that I will be posting as far as with Patreon and Spotify alike, so be sure to check that out. But we will continue to talk about more free things, free content, if you will. So yeah, let's get into it. We're going to talk about Lil' Kim's La Bella Mafia, and yeah, let's do it. La Bella Mafia is the third studio album by American rapper Lil' Kim, released on March 4th, 2003 by Atlantic Records. The album debuted at number 5 on the US Billboard 200, was certified platinum by the Recording Academy for selling 1 million copies in the US. La Bella Mafia received positive reviews from music critics, marking Kim's lyrical ability as impressive and her presence as formidable. It produced 2 singles that attained Billboard chart success. The lead single, The Jump Off, peaked at number 17 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and at number 16 on the UK singles chart. The second single, Magic Stick, featured 50 Cent, peaked at number 2 on the Hot 100. The songs Magic Stick and Came Back For You earned Kim Grammy Award nominations for Best Rap Performance by a Duo or Group and Best Female Rap Solo Performance, respectively. So this was when people were really taking her seriously. If you thought you wasn't taking her seriously at Notorious K.I.M., you was really taking her seriously here. It was down to people taking, some of her songs and doing their own mix to them and making their own raps and stuff. Like, she really was solidifying herself at this point here. And from it being from 96 and it's 2003, it's already been 7 years. She's almost 10 years in the game, pretty much is, so there was no need to not look at Kim and say, hey, she ain't going off. She was going off. But yeah, the background of this was in late 2001, Lil' Kim left Junior Mafia and severed ties with all members. She also ended her friendship and business relationship with longtime collaborator Sean Diddy Combs. So by the end of 2001, she was done with everybody. And I think I said this in Notorious K.I.M., where she had made an imprint, which is Queen Bee Entertainment, pretty much, which is her independent label. And she had did this pretty much in the midst of Notorious K.I.M., which was a very smart move, because in 2024 nowadays, you see a lot of people wanting to be independent, but she did this 20 years prior, period. So anyway, recording sessions for La Bella Mafia began in the spring of 2002. In April 2002, Lil' Kim stated in an interview that she had begun working with Dr. Dre in the recording studio. She told MTV, "I've been talking to Dre a lot, and Dre and I are talking about possibly doing some collaborations. He's a cool cat. I love Dre. Our chemistry in the studio was just like cool. We've been working, trying to cook up some things." Kim also stated that she wanted to work with Eminem, Timbaland, and the Neptunes. The original title for the album was Hollywood, which was also set to be the name of her clothing line and to her skit. But it was changed to La Bella Mafia, which in Italian means the beautiful mafia. After Lil' Kim watched the 1997 film of the same name, she stated, "Any girl who's strong and very dedicated to what they do and don't take no mess, they can be a part of La Bella Mafia." Limited editions collectible cards were included in the first 500,000 US CDs that allowed fans to unlock exclusive content such as photos and video from the internet. So you see how everybody is now posting the IG pics and making, tweets and whatnot. She already had with it, people do bundles. This was a different synchronizing way of doing it, where it was just like, no, here's a link, or, here's a way you can be able to see more photos and videos of me, and just, here's the era, and it was good. It was good. So yeah, the single, The Jump Off, released February 28, 2003, Magic Stick, April 8, 2003, and Thug Love, October 14, 2003. So yeah, critical reception, received generally positive reviews. Scored at a 65 out of 100. All music critic Jason Birchmere stated her previous album, Notorious K.I.M., was considered a disappointment as a follow-up to her debut album, Hardcore, and LaBelle Mafia reestablished her as an industry icon. Okay. Nick Catucci, a critic for Spin magazine who gave the album 3 stars, claimed the king is dead, long live the queen. Oh, okay. Well, so this is my thing. Like I was telling y'all in the beginning of this video, Notorious K.I.M. was very much like a sense that people were feeling like, you know, is she gonna do more? Is she gonna be better? And this was just the sense of proving to them, like, yeah, what did y'all think? And I think she was just very much more focused here. But yeah, LaBelle Mafia debuted at number 5 on the US Billboard 200 and at number 4 on the top R&B hip hop charts, selling 166,000 copies in its first week. On October 16, 2003, the album received a platinum certification by the Recording Academy and had sold 1.1 million copies in the US by July 2005. So it already won. I mean, it already went platinum, you know, so fast. Okay, I think, yeah, they meant to write internationally, but see, they messed up here. Internationally, the album reached number 81 in Switzerland, number 82 in Germany, and number 105 in France. LaBelle Mafia had sold over 3 million copies worldwide as of October 2007. So as far as now, the stats need to definitely be updated because people have been listening more and streaming more. So let's look at the track list. Track 1 is Intro. Track 2 is Hold It Now, featuring Havoc. Track 3 is Doing It Way Big. Track 4 is Can't Fuck With Queen Bee, featuring Governor and Shalene Thomas with Full Force. Track 5 is Hollywood Skit. Track 6, Shake Your Bum Bum, featuring Little Shanice. So I noticed, you know, the thing about certain songs on this album was she wanted to make sure there was features, but she also wanted people to see like she was writing and still writing to this day, you know, and I think that was why the imprint Queen Bee was a big deal for her and independently for anyone when you go independent, because it's like, why would I be independent and y'all think I'm not writing my shit? Obviously, if I'm independent, that means that I'm putting all the work into it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Atlantic being the publishing as opposed to her being Queen Bee Entertainment, you know, like that's serious. And she went number 5 with that. So when you look at Megan, which we can now say, because I talked about Megan as far as the album for Megan Thee Stallion, she went number 3 independently with less sales. So that should tell you it don't really matter, you know, if the sales are equating a certain way when that chart placement hit. Okay? But it's not even always the chart placement, because over time it's like, you know, are you getting the residuals that you are working hard for? And I think when you're doing it independently, it's like, yes, I'm getting mostly everything back. I'm not just putting it out there and not getting it, you know, handed to all these different people to kind of just be like, all right, well, we're going to take this money to do this next promotion. We're going to take this money to do that. No, all of it's coming back to me, and now I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do next. That's independent, okay? Who wouldn't, okay? So track 7, This Is Who I Am, featuring Swizz Beatz and Mashonda. Track 8, The Jump Off, featuring Mr. Cheeks. Track 9 is This Is a Warning. Track 10, When Kim Say, Can You Hear Me Now, featuring Missy Elliott. And that was another thing I wanted to say, even in Notorious K.I.M. There has been a very genuine, loving connection and sisterhood between Missy and Kim. And it doesn't have to be whether they're vocal about it all the time. You can see within time they've always been together, and they always will. They're cancer sisters, period. But track 11, Thug Love, featuring Twista. Track 12, Magic Stick, featuring 50 Cent. Track 13, Get in Touch with Us, featuring Styles P. Track 14, Heavenly Father, featuring Big Hill. Track 15, Beat the Beehive, featuring Reek, Spunky, SAV, and Saint from the Ava Kids. And then track 16, Came Back For You. And Came Back For You actually has writing credits with Kanye West. Okay, so Kanye know what's listen, Kanye been around, and Kanye know Kim very okay. They know each other. She loves her Geminis. Okay, she loved me too. I'm a Gemini. She know me. But yes, track 17. What's the word? And then her daughter is a Gemini too. So that should already tell y'all enough. And she didn't have her daughter until after The Naked Truth, which was in 2014. When she had her daughter, but The Naked Truth came out in 2005, which we will talk about. But yeah, track 17 for the Japanese edition bonus track. What's the word? Yeah, and I think that was in the music video for Came Back For You. So she wanted to make sure that that was a piece of something people still could hear here, as opposed to Japan getting it. But yeah, guys, she did well with this album, and I think no one was really prepared for her to really be soon going into trial for a situation that had happened between her and another party, Foxy. Okay, so it's just at this time, this was the peak of where she was just, letting people know, like, I am an artist, and I am, an entertainer, and I do what I need to be doing. Okay, but which we will talk about with The Naked Truth. That was her pretty much bearing it all and letting people know, like, despite what is going on, and despite who is, being treacherous on me, I'm still here. And The Naked Truth is definitely just a highlight for her and for a lot of people who was witnessing her at that time, where it was just like, y'all gonna respect Kim. She been here for a long time. But I thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll be back with more.